Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Work Shoot Show. Look, I'm excited. This is episode 3. This is our WWE predictions. I'm excited to see what you have for us this time because last predictions episode, you had some good 1 out of 5s. So we'll do that. Getting ready for. Oh no, I guess that's our rating episode. Never mind. Predictions is where we just guess. Gotcha for
I was
sure.
gonna say I have to get out. I'm keeping track of our record. I'm gonna have to write all this down again, see where we stand afterwards.
So okay, since you have it, what are we right now after our first pay-per-view?
You're currently in the lead. You've went 3 for 5 last pay-per-view, and I went
Nice.
2 for 5. So you got a pin on me.
Okay, so we got to keep this going. Try to do better than because how many matches we got? We got 6
We
matches.
got 6. Yep.
Yeah, we gotta try to at least get 50%. But this is an interesting card that we'll get to. But before we get to any of that, how you doing this week, Pete, man?
Man, doing really well. Work's finally settling down, and I've been able to catch up on a bunch of shit that I needed to. So it's been really
Hell
good.
yeah.
How about you?
Doing well, man. Like you said, like work has not been as hectic. Been getting my schedule down for the most part, and yeah, just been chilling. Did the con a couple days ago, like last weekend. That was pretty tight. So been pretty dope. Can't complain.
Sweet. Saw the
On my
pictures.
Yeah, it was the anime talk one was tight. The other one was they had us at the end, man. Like you can't have the last slot. Just
That's the worst.
it was fucked. You know how that is. But nonetheless, let's get to it. And we got to start with AEW. They got some because like I thought things were gonna be chill, leading us to MJF, getting that Wheeler Universe MJF thing going on. That's been cool. You know, you always got to deal with Jericho's nonsense, but Andrade and Sammy Guevara beefing, and it all starts right after that last main event last night where Sammy Guevara gets the win. Andrade had to go home, and like Sammy Guevara got a dub. You know what's up with that?
I see this as like a good and a bad thing. Good as in he has nuclear heat.
Yeah.
He is the most hated person in AEW. Those
He
boos,
is.
the fuck Sammy Guevara chants were so loud. Like you can only do so much on network TV. You can't muffle that out. Everybody heard that. So like that's the good. The bad is it seems like everybody in the locker room hates him. When you have that negative energy, if you ever been around somebody like whether it's like a sports team or like at work or something like that, when you have that one person dragging everybody down, it like wears you out.
Yeah.
So right now, when I don't see him on screen, like it kind of sucks because I know he might be like being detriment to talent and stuff like that. But when he's on screen, dude, I want to see his ass get beat, and that's great. So it's like, yeah, pick and choose sometimes, I feel like. And right now I'm at a conundrum where I don't know which side I lean on.
And they gave him a big win against Daniel
Huge.
Garcia and Bryan Danielson. I didn't expect him to get that win the other day. I'm gonna be completely honest. I thought this was like getting ready to give Daniel Garcia to the BCC and like, you know, just elevating that faction even more. But I feel like they're going to do that long-term wise. And I'm telling you, it's leading to, I feel, Daniel Garcia to be the Ring of Honor champion. That's what it feels like. I can even see Sammy taking that belt off of him.
I could see Sammy taking it off of Daniel and then Daniel taking it off of Jericho.
Yeah.
But man, like you said, like I personally just assumed that Daniel and Bryan would win. Sammy would get pinned and then he gets suspended for 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's like psych. The
No.
exact opposite happened. That Sammy got the dub essentially. You got his hand up, victory, and just like what is happening?
Didn't they pick him up too? Like on the
it's
show?
just like-
Yeah.
It's like, man, if this is a work, they're working us. They are killing it.
They are. I could believe it is, and like you could get like the infaction but however you pronounce the faction that Andrade's in versus JAS because JAS needs something new. They can't keep battling the BCC. Like that's getting old.
I don't mind it for now, but like I can see it for me. It's like it's on the decline where I don't really need to see this anymore, type of thing. But like it's like the matches are good, so it's fine. But yeah, storyline wise, it's like we can kind of move on from this soon. Maybe like after like a blow off at like a pay-per-view or something like that, then we can move on to something else.
I'm with you 100%. Well, that's all I really got on AEW. You know, I did like seeing Swerve's heel. You know, Swerve is a heel. going up against the Acclaim.
And I gotta say, if you haven't seen the Wardlow versus Brian Cage match, holy shit, that match was great. In the words of Big E, big meaty men slap and meet. That was a Haas battle, just two big boys going at it. Ooh,
I feel good for Brian Cage because he's been talking on like the internet about like how he missed being in the ring, and I feel good for Wardlow because we've been talking about that. Wardlow needs somebody like that.
I agree. Yeah, Brian Cage just has so much controversy around him because he openly admits that he does steroids, and that's pretty frowned upon in this day and age. So other than that, like that's like really his only controversy, I feel like. But like when you're in the world of like professional sports and like you're on TV
and in the sport where they had the big steroid trials and everything,
but like if you want to appeal to like kids, you don't want somebody who actively does steroids on your TV that much. So like I get that part, but like the dude is a force. He's built like a Mack truck. Like I love seeing him on TV, and I love seeing him with Wardlow. If they ever did like a best of like 7 match or something like that, like over a period of weeks, give me all that. That match was spectacular.
Nice. I'm with you. Well, okay, well, let's get to it. We're predicting Extreme Rules this upcoming weekend. I'm excited. I will say WWE wise, I'm loving seeing Sami Zayn in the Bloodline, him and Jey Uso. It's coming. It is coming, whether that's going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking the tags off the Usos or just those two fighting. Something's coming from that.
You know, I would love, this probably wouldn't happen, but like they have like a singles match and whoever loses leaves the Bloodline and Sami wins.
That would be hilarious. And then
Sami becomes tag team champion. Oh my dude, that would be it's the best thing. Honestly, this might be like the best storyline in like 5 years. It's that good. It's that good. Like I'm trying to remember the last time we had like must-see wrestling for like not like one episode or one pay-per-view over like a span. And I'm having a really hard, like maybe like when AEW started, but like a storyline like this only comes around since like maybe the Summer of Punk. Like it might have been since like 2011. Like
the Zayn Bloodline story, man. Shout out to Sami Zayn. That's awesome.
Crazy that this will go down as one of the best storylines in wrestling history, and we're witnessing it right now. It's incredible.
Yeah, no, I'm all in. Not on Extreme Rules, but I'm sure they'll have a presence felt in some form or fashion, unless. Well, no, this is the pay-per-view where they tell us who the White Rabbit is.
Yeah, he's supposed to be debuting.
So are we predicting that too? Like, is that part of it?
It's got to be Bray Wyatt. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, this is the setup to Royal Rumble, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or is there another pay-per-view in between? I gotta double check the pay-per-view schedule.
I'm not sure. Let's see. WWE pay-per-view schedule. Because Crown Jewel definitely does not matter.
I don't count Crown Jewel really. Okay, so we got.
I think that's it until Royal Rumble.
Halloween Havoc. Oh, Survivor Series. Sorry.
Survivor Series. Yeah. Okay.
So cool. Yeah, Halloween Havoc is not really a pay-per-view kind of, and then I don't count Crown Jewel. So this is like this. We might be seeing like the beginning storylines to Survivor Series. So I think we'll be setting up some like new storylines here.
This seems like the end of a lot of things, but also with some of these matches, the beginning of other things. But all right, yeah. So you're predicting it's Bray Wyatt? Like, oh man, yeah. I guess I will too.
This doesn't count for our prediction.
This is okay.
Yeah.
But I can see Baron Corbin too, because like people have been saying like Baron Corbin's like the dark horse.
That would, because like the rumors are like him and Corbin.
Yeah, him and JBL or whatever. Yeah.
So it will be really interesting to see that.
People would be so upset. Like I'm gonna just be honest. Too. If it comes out that that's Baron Corbin, he's gonna get booed.
Yeah, I agree.
But maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he wants that type of heat. Is that good heat? I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be mixed, but we'll see.
All right, let's start off with I guess Edge and fucking Finn Balor. I'm going with Finn Balor because like Triple H is in charge. You know, Finn Balor, the word on road is he's about to get a push, and Edge is done, man. Edge is trying to put this guy over and go out.
I'm Yeah, so I'm also gonna pick Finn Balor. I'm seeing some shenanigans happening. I think that they want to set up Edge versus maybe Dominic at Survivor Series. I
Gross.
I, I okay, but I don't agree with that, but like having Edge on your card is a
It's
plus,
good, yeah.
and I think that he is. I think you can just set up more if there is some form of shenanigans, whether it is. I don't think it's going to be Damian. I don't think he's going to get in the way. I can see Rhea maybe like distracting and then Dominic like hitting him with something and then Finn coup de grace him and winning. And I think that they'll set that up to continue this feud until Survivor Series. So yeah, I think it's going to be by shenanigans, but Finn Balor does get the W.
Prediction, they're like making, so this is an I quit match, right? Or like loser leaves town, something like
Yeah,
that.
this is an I quit match.
So
Yes.
this is an I quit match. Cool scenario. Because I was thinking about this when I saw how like this played out last time when Edge was in Toronto or whatever, when Beth Phoenix came out and like stepped in.
Yeah.
What if they start torturing Beth Phoenix and make Edge say I quit? I feel like that's my bet.
You think like Beth and maybe like Rhea might get into it or
Yeah,
something?
and like they're and like Finn is like Finn's like say you quit and she'll stop.
Yeah. That's interesting. Because I don't think this will be the opening match. I think that this will be
In the middle.
in the middle, where they'll get time. I think you could set something up like that for sure. I'm just trying to think if that's how. I'm trying to think like long term booking if that's something that they want to do because they had Edge and Beth Phoenix fought the Miz and Maurice, I think last year or 2 years ago. So
Really?
I think they already did something like that, and I don't really see a Dominic and Rhea versus Beth Phoenix and Edge. I could be mistaken. I'm just not seeing it right now.
No,
But
that's fair.
I'm just trying to think of like
What would make Edge what would make Edge say I quit, you know?
yeah, it's like man, that's really good. I'm trying to think that would be honestly that would be fantastic because I'm trying to think of like what does Finn Balor use as a submission hold, and I can't really think of it unless it's like going through my brain that I'm missing. And I know Edge does submissions, so
Yes.
I really like your idea. I actually love your idea.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and
Where
I
he's
just
force to quit over somebody else is yo, you should be a booker, bro. I love that now.
look, that's the I just thought about that. Like I've been thinking about that for a while. I was like, how is Edge gonna quit? And it really hit me after watching the documentary about him and John Cena, and Beth Phoenix was on there and was like, and just like the way she talked about him, it just like Edge just has never been the type of character to be like, oh yeah, I'll quit. Like
Yeah,
that's never been his thing. He's been the ultimate heel who's turned like anti-hero kind of good guy, but that's still in there. So
yeah,
like I don't know how you're gonna make him quit, especially if
man.
you're putting Finn Balor over.
Yeah, that would be great. I only want that to happen.
Hope, and if it doesn't, hopefully something good happens from that.
Mhm.
Nonetheless, another one we got: Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes.
Now, this is what I think is. I think this is going to be the opening match.
I agree.
I
When you said Edge wasn't the opening match, I was like, Pete's gonna say this one. I was like, okay, yeah, he's probably gonna be right.
Yeah, because like I think they want to start hot. I think that this could be like an insane like in ring match.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's either this or Riddle versus Rollins as the opening match.
I thought that was the main event. Oh no. The main event is
Morgan Rousey.
Yeah, no, I thought it was Bailey and Bianca. Huh?
Oh, okay. I'm not sure which one. Does it have it listed? Which one is the final one?
I'm not sure. Let's check.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey was going to be the closer.
Maybe it's one of them.
I would prefer Belair versus Bailey to be honest, but for this match, I think this one is like a toss up. I can see it in the way where there's no way Gunther's getting pinned, like 0% chance that's happening. But we've seen it before where Gunther and Ludwig tag teamed and Ludwig got the pin and then like Gunther like beat the shit out of him afterwards. Like, how dare you like disrespect Imperium? Like, you're not supposed to lose. So I can see that happening. And then the Brawling Brutes, it's like Sheamus and Gunther had like their awesome match at the Castle pay-per-view. I hate that his name is Butch, but Pete Dunne. I'm gonna call him Pete Dunne.
You can call him Pete Dunne.
I hate Butch.
I don't. Okay, it might be Liv Morgan and Ronda. I'm not sure. It's
I
not
just
really
think the name
saying.
like Ronda Rousey might close out, but I don't know. We'll
But it's
see.
also a ladder match for Bianca Belair and Bayley. It's the first women's ladder match. So I think that's the main event.
Okay, let's go. Let's say that is the final one. So
Okay. We'll do that
let's
one
say I'm
last.
gonna say that this one is the opening one. I just out of all these people, like I just can see Ridge Holland getting pinned the most. So that's kind of my idea. I don't think like either team needs a win. I don't think any team like gets like
Anything
looks
from this,
looks
yeah.
worse if they lose. Yeah, I'd like to see like Gunther pin Ridge Holland. So I'm gonna go Imperium gets the W on this one.
Ooh, you're going Imperium. Okay,
Yep.
I'm going Brawling Brutes. I'm
Okay.
going Brawling Brutes. I feel like this is like, okay, Sheamus, you didn't get the Intercontinental, but you did a banger of a match. So we're gonna give you a win where it doesn't really make Gunther look bad because you don't have to pin Gunther.
Yep.
You can get Pete Dunne pinning somebody, or which I could see happening, or Sheamus, and then you have it that way where Imperium still, still has the Intercontinental belt, and you build maybe for a Gunther versus, Sheamus too, perhaps.
I'd be cool with that. I think storyline wise, the only person that can pin Gunther is Ilya Dragunov, and I don't know if he's actually coming over to
The other
WWE.
side.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna stay over in Europe, but I can't see Gunther losing for like
A
if they
while.
did Ilya Dragunov versus like Gunther at like WrestleMania, that'd be insane, and have Gunther lose there. I think that would be great. But yeah, I just can't see anything that would hurt Gunther. And I'm just trying to pick between these six, like who is most likely to get pinned. And to me, it's either Ridge Holland or Giovanni.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was thinking for Imperium Giovanni.
I think this. I also think this is 50-50. Like I don't feel heavy either way, but my gut's saying Ridge Holland's getting pinned, so I'm gonna go Imperium because of that. Yeah.
Hey, I like it. I'm with you. I'm not leaning either way with this match. But I'm gonna go with Brawling Brute. So that's a difference for us there. I guess let's go to Karrion Kross and freaking
Drew
McIntyre, which is like this match is tough because it's like, man, you build Karrion Kross up for so long. Are we just gonna have Drew beat him down in his first
chance.
Yeah, there's no way.
Chance. I think this is like my lock of the night where
of like this is happening.
There's maybe if Vince was still at the helm, I could see Karrion Kross because that's what happened. He came in and immediately lost. But now that like Triple H is back, he got Karrion Kross back in the WWE. There's no way in hell that he's losing this match. No way.
Yeah,
it's a strap match. It's going to be brutal. I'm really looking forward to this match. I just like the sound of like when Bianca slaps people with her hair. We're gonna get this with oh my god. This is gonna be brutal.
That's gonna be it's gonna be a great match.
I think this is gonna be a quick match. I feel like this is gonna be like an 8 to 10 minute match. I just because I think they want to give like Edge some time. I think they're gonna give Bianca and Bayley some time. And
they gotta give Seth and
this is like I think the filler match.
The match.
Where like people are like cooling down.
This is White Rabbit territory.
I think Karrion can win and then White Rabbit can debut.
Yeah.
But I think this will be a very quick's the wrong word. I think this will be a quick match. Karrion Kross gets the dub.
Quick match in ring, but like you said, you could still get that White Rabbit debut after because I don't see where else it happens besides this one. I'm with you. Karrion Kross is winning this, man. Like this is no doubt in my mind. Drew will still be okay after this. He'll feud with someone else as a hero. Maybe go villain because of this. He was talking about one to maybe go villain. I could see that happen after this if that's so choosing for him. But like you said, Karrion Kross isn't losing this. And after seeing him at Ric Flair's last match, dude can wrestle.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with like his in-ring work, I think. And then I think Scarlett is just oh my god, I love her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I think how they ruined him the first time. Hopefully they can make up for it this time around. So yeah, looking forward to this one.
I'm with you. Okay, so next, I guess let's do Liv Morgan and Ronda.
This one's tough.
This one's super tough.
Here's my idea of I still have like a Vince mindset. Like, how would I book this if Vince McMahon was running it? And it's like, well, he's all about the money. So who do you want on the face of a card? Would you rather have Liv Morgan or would you rather have Ronda Rousey? So Liv beat Ronda when Ronda was hurt and then she cashed in on her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how it is. Now, if Ronda is, well, this is an Extreme Rules match. So, like, everything is
Legal, yeah.
legal. So that's how Liv, I think, can win. That's like, because, like, if this was like a straight up wrestling match, I think Ronda wins 99 times out of 100. With an Extreme Rules match, maybe Liv hits her in the knee or something like that. And then Ronda can't do everything that she wants to. She can't, like, because, like, she just has, like, the judo background. So maybe she can't, like, use her, like, force to, like, whip Liv or something like that. So I can see Liv kind of winning that way. But I think they want the name Ronda Rousey on the card for Survivor Series. And that's kind of why I'm leaning a little bit more towards Ronda. And I think Triple H wants Ronda versus Shayna.
Okay, so boom, boom. Okay, so this is where I'm thinking. I think some shenanigans happen here where you're going to get what you just said, but I think Liv Morgan wins again. But she wins because Shayna Baszler comes out and fucks shit up because Extreme Rules match. So you read my mind. I'm with you with Shayna Baszler versus Ronda, but I think it happens because she helps Liv Morgan ended up inadvertently winning.
And then that's how you would set up Ronda versus Shayna for
and then if Shayna wins, takes on Liv Morgan for the belt.
Bro, you should be a booker. That's twice this episode you have changed my mind. But okay, just because I'm gonna go with my initial thought, I'm still gonna go Ronda.
But no, I could, and that's me giving Triple H like, okay, this is some Triple H shit so far. Yep. Like I could see it being that. But to your point, the money point, I would not be shocked if Ronda wins because the whole time, and the only reason why I came up with this idea because I talked to my guest on my radio show earlier, and he was like, he was saying like how he can't help but seeing Liv Morgan win because he couldn't think them getting off. He was a big Liv Morgan fan, and I was like, bro, I can't expect Ronda losing. And he was like, what if it's like because it's Extreme Rules, some crazy stuff she does, like she hits her with something. I was like, what if someone comes out? And he was like, oh, yeah. And then we talked it through. So I was like, Shayna Baszler, but like, I'm with you. Ronda Rousey, if it's nothing crazy, should win this match.
I'm just trying to think, okay, so if they do Ronda versus Shayna for not the belt, who would go after the belt for Liv or for Survivor Series if they even do it on Survivor Series? That's kind of like what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And unless, I'm looking at the roster. Man, what if, Ronda versus Shayna, Liv wins, and then say like, because right now Ronda's kind of a face, Liv is a face. They both like shake hands afterwards or whatever. And then that's when Sasha Banks comes back. And we get Liv versus Sasha Banks at Survivor Series.
I would rock with that.
Man, I would rock with that heavy. This was okay. I'm still gonna go Ronda, but man, there's so many good booking options here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ronda, but yeah, I really want to see. I'm just trying to think like who's next up, and the only people I can see is Ronda holding the belt, or
Shayna Baszler,
or Sasha coming back and taking it off of Liv. Man,
I don't know.
This is a tough one. I thought I had that's the hardest one. I thought I had it, and now I'm questioning myself.
That's the hardest one for me. And like, I could see Alexa Bliss maybe jumping into this after because she was talking about how she wants gold again. Maybe she comes over there. I'm not sure, but I'm picking Liv Morgan just to ride out with the theory that I crafted with my guy on the radio this week. Shout out to Nick Harrison. It was a great convo. But all right, so we got that. Let's do the fight pit where I don't care how big of a babyface Matt Riddle is. I'm rocking with Seth. I could be 100% wrong. I'm going down with Seth Rollins. If he puts him over, cool, but I don't want to see Matt Riddle win. I don't.
How do you see Seth winning against Riddle?
Curb stomping him.
Ooh, okay.
Curb stomping him in the face.
Like a bunch of times? So like
I think it's going to be like some so this is in the fight pit, right? Can they climb up?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the fight pit match enables, to be honest.
It just means it's either a knockout or a submission.
Okay, so it's a variation of it. So there will be in a cage match, but rather than ropes, um, okay, let's see. It says the ring is surrounded by a steel cage rather than ropes and turnbuckles with a catwalk surrounding the top. Okay, so it's like the Undertaker
Mick
versus
Foley.
Mankind.
Yeah, Mankind.
That
Yeah.
that kind of where you kind of can escape, but not really. So there might be some shenanigans on top. I'm assuming there's gonna be some shenanigans.
I'm
And
thinking a jump down curb stomp to the face
oh,
knockout.
that would be insane. Yeah, so it's won by submission, knockout, or making the opponent unable to stand up after a 10 count. Okay, so you're going Seth by curb stomp.
Yep.
I think okay, I said this before in a previous one where like if Seth loses, it's fine. Like he
Yeah, I
can take
know.
losses. I feel like Riddle is also kind of like that, where Riddle's just such a personality that it doesn't matter if he wins or loses. So it's kind of like clashing personalities, which one is going to overcome. Now, I think they will have Seth win if they want to elevate him towards a more
That's what I'm hoping
main
for.
event card where maybe he's challenging for a belt. But I think he's kind of in Kevin Owens land where he doesn't need the belt. And
Mm.
I also don't think he needs the win. And Matt Riddle's just kind of in limbo until Randy Orton
Really
comes
good.
back. Um
Where
I
are
think
you
just because
leaning?
I think in like the fight pit match, I think it's gonna be a little bit more brutal, and
I
that's
feel
why
like they're
I'm
trying to give it to Riddle as well, having Daniel Cormier there as well.
yeah,
Like
and that
MMA guy, fight pit.
okay, so I think it would be cool because Riddle has an MMA background as well. I mean, that's where he came from originally. Where like, what if they want to set up Riddle Cormier for Survivor
Mm.
Series or WrestleMania? Because uh
Daniel has a
um
wrestling background.
he has a wrestling background. They can work together. They can be a little bit more physical because they both know like MMA styles and stuff like that. So, do they want to set up Daniel Cormier versus Riddle, which I think would be incredible,
Yeah, that'd be. I'd
or
like
do they,
that.
or do they just want to kind of keep where Seth has these amazing stories but can never finish? Like the only reason why he beat Cody is because he got hurt. Other than
Yeah,
that, he was probably losing that
he
match.
was.
I'm gonna go Matt Riddle. I think he's going to.
I'm not mad at it.
He kind of has like this Hulk smash moments in his matches sometimes, where I can see him going like
Going full
bloodshot.
Randy Orton mode where he hears the Randy's voices
Yeah,
or whatever.
because Seth like called out like his divorce and stuff,
Oh
and like
yeah.
I could see like Seth being like way too cocky, saying some shit that he probably shouldn't,
Where your kids
a-
at, Matt?
and then Riddle just like going off the rails and like killing Seth. So I'm gonna go Matt Riddle on this one.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. And like I said, I'm just going with Seth, but I could see that happening. And I could see this the one where I'm like, dang, Seth loses another one. Because like you said, and even his interview with Ariel Helwani this past week made me feel like, damn, Seth just knows he's in this Macho Man Randy Savage to Roman's Hulk, where it's just like he does mid-card shit. He might get to a main event, maybe not. Like he just knows he puts on good matches, and it's like, fuck.
But he's an icon. Like Macho
Mm-hmm.
Man's an icon. So it's like, and I don't think Seth has the ego, like, to like want
He
anything more.
doesn't.
It honestly seems like he's having a blast with whatever he's doing.
Facts. Has a good marriage, has a healthy family. Like,
Yep.
dude does not care.
Yep.
All right, and then I guess the final one, Bianca Belair versus Bayley, where it's just like this one is the one where I have no idea because it's like, do you take the belt off of Bianca? And it's like people are gonna be hurt. That lady's beloved, and it's a ladder match, but do you give Bayley the belt to give Bianca a real challenge? Because if she loses, if Bayley wins, it's like, all right, can the hero get back up and take her down? That's why I'm leaning Bayley, but I don't know yet. I'm not
Ooh,
sure.
you want to think about it while I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they want Bianca to be like a staple. They kind of dropped the ball when they kind of had her like job to um red hair girl. What's her name?
Oh, Becky.
Becky Lynch. Why? I'm sorry. I don't know why I blanked on that one. And she, Bianca Belair is a superstar. She
Yeah.
is a mega star. Now, do you want to give that over to Bayley, who I think is a fantastic wrestler and honestly does great work. She's one of my favorite female wrestlers. I just don't see like this is the time to give it to Bayley. I can see so Bianca's having Alexa Bliss and Asuka come out with her, and then Bayley has damage control.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna see some, some shenanigans with those four like outside of the ring. Meanwhile, Bayley and Bianca are dueling it out. I can see like Bayley's kind of like a crybaby at times, and I can see her like complaining about how she got screwed over in like the match, and they could probably do this again in like a non-ladder match, just like a regular match at Survivor Series.
Okay.
I think Bayley can make like a good point where like she got screwed over by something. Maybe like she's about to win, and then like Asuka hits the ref, and then the ref falls into Bayley, and Bayley like, like I would have won if it wasn't for this. Like I demand a rematch. That's like the kind of personality that Bayley gives off to me. So I'm leaning Bianca gets this win off of some form of like shenanigans, not like super bad. Like I think like the Finn Edge match, I think is gonna be super shenanigans. I think this one's just gonna be like minor shenanigans, but
Okay.
I think this one, especially this is gonna close the show. Go home happy. Everybody loves Bianca, holds the
Yeah.
belt high. So yeah, I'm gonna go Bianca.
Oh man. Okay. I'm going to pick Bianca just because of like impact. You're building her to be this Roman Reigns, John Cena of the women's division. I agree with you, Pete. She's the EST. She's doing all these interviews. Good Morning America. She's becoming the face. I get it. I'm picking her. But I'm saying, and this doesn't count because I'm picking her. But my God, I would not be shocked if Bayley wins to start this rivalry and give it to her to end the year at Survivor Series. Or wait, I might have just talked myself out. Have her win now and have Bayley win at Survivor Series, and then have the ending match at WrestleMania that later that year. I can see that happening.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm trying to
nonetheless.
think of like because like the Raw women's side, I feel like is kind of lacking in who can actually compete for that.
Mm-hmm.
Asuka's a face right now, so I can't see Asuka
So is
and,
Alexa Bliss
and
too.
Bianca. Yeah, so I just can't see. And Sasha's on SmackDown, so like I don't see Sasha coming to take over Bianca's title or anything like that either. So I really do think that Bianca's going to hold this till at least WrestleMania is my
Yeah.
guess, and then maybe like Becky comes back, and then if they want Becky to have the belt at WrestleMania, then maybe, because I know that she's out with her shoulder. I'm not entirely sure how long she's going to be out, but yeah, I just don't see Bianca losing this one.
Yeah, I'm rocking with you on this one, Pete. We shall see what happens with this. I'm going Bianca as well. Just to let you know, Beth Phoenix is on the roster as superstars. I'm looking at
Oh,
it right now.
okay.
She's in there. So for a little more credence to my Edge and Finn Balor pick. All right, so these are our picks. We shall see how we do. The match is this Saturday, so we'll check it out, and then when will we? Probably in 2 weeks we'll talk to y'all.
Yeah, we do
Maybe
we do a recap, see how our picks did, see where we
yeah,
stand.
for
Yeah, and
sure.
then see
and
how we
and then get
did.
back and then get back on schedule. So yeah, we'll do a little recap after that, and then let you guys know how we did, because I always like to see how we do, and then get Pete's rating system. That was awesome last time. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for that this one as well. So all right, Pete, tell the people they can follow you out on social media.
Yeah. If you want to follow me, I'm most active on my anime Twitter, even though this is a wrestling podcast. I also host an anime podcast. What do you say, Annie? What do you say, ANI on Twitter? Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, y'all go follow Pete. You can follow me at LinBWT. Follow Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. But until next time, y'all have a good one, and peace.
See you.